Here we are, folks, once again, for the love of the drum and the spirit of togetherness. We're going to do January 22. I'm going to bring to the stage New Soul Revival.
Bless. It's so good to be here. Here we are in Watts, a beautiful place, a seed country, in the beginning of 2023. What a blessing to be able to speak on word and song that we feel is essential. For we've grown up on song and the stories bring us through. When we walked in, I saw the beautiful statue, Mother of Humanity, and I started looking again at the history of it. Brother Nigel did something so great, and I realized, Watts. You know, there's a Rosa Parks station nearby, and there's the Watts Towers, and when I think about the Watts Towers, I think about the Watts Writers Workshop and the Watts Prophets. And I think about great jazz artists of the world like Don Cherry, you know, Charles Mingus. And I realized that the work that they've done has laid a foundation for the poets and the singers and the troubadours. Today, I want to say something about the drum and literacy. When we came to the United States, the early days, against our will, we were taught to not speak our indigenous language, and we were taught that we should not read, and we were told not to bring our drum. But inside of those early captive people who were born free, they kept a song. The song has grown and developed, and it goes with the flow through decades and generations. If you look down here at the books that I brought, sometimes I carry books of great writers who inspire many artists in our community. We have Billie Holiday's book right along with Michelle Obama. Look at that. We have Maya Angelou right next to Frederick Douglass. And we have Jimi Hendrix right next to Ali. Maybe when we sing a song or two, we will think about the stories of these great writers. Coming out of Texas, I was born in the early 60s, and I had the privilege to live with my great aunts. Aunt Nettie was born in 1900, and Aunt Nita was born in 1911, the same year as Robert Johnson. And you know what? She taught me so much about the indigenous music, the folk music, the heritage music, and also about going down to the river and being baptized. But at the same time, she's the first person that said barrel house, which basically was the recreational music that they did when she was a girl. Let's go down to the river a little bit. Let me hear that blues. I'm going down to the river. I'm going down to get my feet wet. I'm going down to the river, and I'ma see what good I can get. My mama went down, she went to the river. She went down there in a country town. She said her mama took her down to the river, and they made their life brand new. You know we're Texas people, we got some Injun blood too.
About to set up.
And we gon' tell you what we had to do. They had Jim Crow across that Texas. He tried to stop us from doing what we had to do. My great auntie said they kept all their dignity and they didn't let Jim Crow twist up them. We went on down, we went on down, and then we rose up. 1936, San Antonio, Texas. You know, that's where Robert Johnson was recorded, those famous songs. And Robert Johnson was born in 1911, just like Auntie. And she said she was getting her marriage license down the street from where Robert Johnson was being recorded. But when you talk about Robert Johnson and all that, you realize that you wouldn't have Jimi Hendrix if you didn't have Robert Johnson. Going down to the river, see what I can do. I'm gonna get my feet wet at the river, and I'm gonna come up and feel those blue. I'm not gonna be afraid of the big boss man, 'cause I got something in me that's true. Well, look, here we are in the West Coast. You know, when you are in Los Angeles and you hear from the jazz people, you find out that the 1940s on Central Avenue was the place, right? So I asked my great auntie, right, I said, what was so special in the 40s? Because you came here in 1943 with 4 of your sisters. What was going on? She said, child, down there on Central Avenue, well, I seen that Josephine Baker lady, she took off that mink, and honey, she threw it down on the stage, and she's just strutting. Guess she went back to Perry. But you know what was going on Central Avenue in the 40s? If you go down to 41st and Central, and make a right turn, and you go east, you're gonna come up on Thomas Jefferson High School, where all these musicians were trained. Johnny Guitar Watson, Etta James, oh my God, Horace Townscott. But if you look behind Jeff, you're gonna see a little red brick church. That church is called Morning Star, and you know, that's where I came up. Morning Star, a country church in the middle of a big city. Oh, I had so much culture there. They still go down to the river. They take their prayers down there. They hold hands and they talk with the Spirit. And they know the lion will lay down the ground. All the gospel comes from there, y'all. All the spirituals, it feels real good there. Our music is our first language. And then you have the poetry. So, Swami Dan, let's do a song before we get out of here. Come on up here. Thank you for that. A great poet from the Cabrini Green Projects, Mr. Curtis Mayfield, he wrote this song, him and the Impressions. We'd like to share a rendition. People get ready, there's a train a-coming, picking up passengers, coast to coast. All you need is faith to hear the diesels coming. You just get on board. Hum with me. Ooh, 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 ooh. People get ready for the train in Jordan, picking up passengers coast to coast. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. Don't need no baggage, just I said, ooh, 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 ooh. And then Bob Marley came along and said, one love, one heart. Sing with me. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord. I will feel alright. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.